Hi everyone, welcome back to another video of Late Customs. In today's video we're gonna do a few mods to a variety of vehicles, so actually the piece. So to start off, if you guys notice a few different things on a few different cars, and I would just like to address that real quick. So as you guys seen probably like 2 or 3 videos back, we just got this 150i sorted right here of my dad, and you can see a set of VTEC wheels on here. So I recently, probably like a month ago, I bought these wheels from Cullen. These are Cullen's old VTEC wheels. These are original VTEC wheels with Falcon tires all around. Got these fitted on the car right here. Initially got the banner fitted as well. So if you guys do need banners, you guys can contact me directly on IG. These banners are available, and all the pricing, everything will be in the description down below. In the video of getting this 150i done, I mentioned that Concept Sport does supply these number plate extensions, and this is exactly what it looks like. So I got it fitted on the car, and it's looking amazing. So enough about the 150i. We are going to be starting off with the 150i today, because we are actually fitting on a spoiler in this car today, and there's a knock coming from the left rear suspension of the car. I'm gonna have to check if everything is tightened properly, then we can just obviously go from there. But I don't think I introduced this car whatsoever. I'll just pop a photo on the screen of how this car actually looked, because we bought the car in kind of original state, and weirdly enough, this is actually a import Civic. Let me just get the key. I think, oh, this car is open, sorry. This is an import Civic right here. You can see by the interior. This one right here, I see the seats. We got the car cleaned up by Paul. It's looking amazing. Obviously the backboard is laying inside, but this is also automatic right here. But this is a 1.3. Yes, James, this is a 1.3 automatic Civic EK. This car actually does have a few elements or changes on the car to show that it's actually an import, which I'm going to show you guys shortly. And one of those are actually, you can see, a normal EK here in South Africa. We have a disc brake setup in the rear. You can see this is a 150, and there you can see the caliper. But at the back of this car, you have a drum setup, which, that's a really indication, obviously that's an import kinda. And then in the front you can see how small these brakes are right here, and check them out compared to this brakes right here. You can see that is much bigger. So that's obviously another indication to show that it's obviously import. The brakes in front, or the disc in front, is super small. Then we have this right here. It has a nice space to put your cards and your a few other stuff. Sorry. So yeah, that's about that. We have this right here, which you can put 2 USB ports in, but I think someone probably fitted that in or aftermarket setup, for it in there. You have a nice key lock right here, which is also amazing. And then obviously, look here, weirdly enough, this car has electric windows for 1.3. Here in South Africa we get all the 1.5s, which is the 1500s. They come out with these roll-up windows. You can see right there. And all the other shapes, of the EKs came out with electric windows, which are the 160is, the 180is, the VTECs. They all came out in the electric windows. So to have this 1300 right here with a didn't I open up? Oh, I opened up the boot. You guys wouldn't even tell me in the video. Open up the boot. Sorry, need to open up the bonnet. There we go. Yeah, so to show you guys the engine bay, it's literally the exact same like a normal 1500. You can see there, literally the exact same. Only difference is we have the import vent plate right there. Okay, the gearbox is a bit dirty, but I'm sure if you guys can see there, D13B right there. And we have this weird looking manifold with a catalytic converter on there. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like a cat right there. So we might obviously in future look towards getting that changed. Excuse me while the engine bay looks like this, is because I sprayed the grease in the car and never cleaned it off, because this car's engine bay is extremely filthy. And as you can see, there's actually splitting oil there. I think it might be the distributor seal that's causing that leak right there. Need to get that sorted as well. But other than that, this car is quite nice. And I'm not entirely sure if I mentioned this, but this is actually my girlfriend Shannon's car. After we sold her 160i automatic, we've been struggling finding a nice neat Civic, and this one popped up. And we did some changes to it, and the car's looking amazing. We put a coilovers in the car. IRC coilovers supplied by Shannon. those are the coilovers that were initially supposed to go into that car. So big shout out to Shabba Max for supplying us with a set of ARC coilovers. If you guys need coilovers, mags, tires, all this information will be on the screen and in the description down below. And obviously he supplied us with the spoons which we were originally going to fit on that car, but ended up fitting the body clubs. Other than that, everything is sorted on the car. We do have a few rattles here and there. We regas the aircon, the center lock, and everything works on this car, but we do need to get a few stuff sorted on this car. On the other hand, you guys probably watched the video on this car before this. This car I did a full conversion on. Well, I'm still currently busy with the car because I'm sitting with some issues on the car, and I'll probably address that in the previous video. But if you guys want to take along on this build, definitely subscribe, because hopefully in the next video on this car we will be taking this car straight to the dyno, and hopefully we can make some good figures. On the other hand, 1st of May 2025 is Honda Day South Africa, and today is currently I think the 8th of March 2025, and we haven't started with Shannon's car right here. We haven't started at all. The engine standing right there, the cams on top of the engine. We need to get everything sorted on this car. We got this car completely resprayed. There will be a specific playlist for this car on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So you guys can actually watch from episode 1 all the way to the current time, which there's already 2 episodes on. But the 2 episodes that were filmed on there was with the car still in its maroon color. But at the moment the car is obviously this purple grape color right here. Shannon knows exactly the name of the color, I have no idea. She chose this color, and this car will be reviewed at Honda Day on 1st of May 2025. I'm gonna get started straight away with this car. I'm gonna check out this knocking sound real quick. From there move on to the spoiler, and from there I might fit this car's lip on. So if there is some time, I might end up cleaning both these cars to make sure, oh, this car's actually really clean, just actually clean this car, and now everything is sorted from there. These cars needed to clean as well, but unfortunately they will have to wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be continuing on both of these cars. Rafa, how do you feel? How do you feel, boy? Huh? Shout out to the people? Shout out to the people? Yeah, no. But let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Here you can see we actually have the spoiler, and we will be mounting it on this side with a bolt on this side, as well as on the side. But in the center you can see this big hole right here, and I actually had to drill that right now. You can see literally all the white stuff laying right there, with the fiberglass laying right there, and the reason for that was to get these 2 pieces out of the spoiler, because the spoiler had such kind of like a rattle due to those pieces that broke off inside the spoiler. So I'm not entirely sure if these are fiberglass or what these are. I think these more look like a putty kind of thing to like mold the spoiler, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously they lay the fiberglass over that. Could be a possibility, but that broke off, and that's the reason why I had to drill that hole in the center to get that out. But that's not the issue, because we will not be mounting it in the center. It's only going to be on the sides, but in the center we'll be putting on some silicone, and that would give like the effect that there might be like a rubber on in the center. Because sometimes what happens if you do bolt these fiberglass spoilers onto your Honda E-Cane, you tend to look it from the back, it's bolted onto the sides, but in the middle, just above the H is where this section would be. Then there's like a slight gap between the boot and the spoiler, and you can definitely see that. So by applying some nice black silicone, I usually just use Victor sealant because it's all around sealant for me. It's not the sealant ideal for this, but it works for me. And the color of the Victor sealant gives that perfect finishing that it might look like there's a rubber under the spoiler, which gives that OEM effect. And I will be applying the same on both sides. So on all 3 sections of the spoiler, I will be applying that, which is this section right here, the passenger side. The center, there will not be a nut or bolt inserted in here at all, and on the driver's side there will only be obviously a bolt in here and some sealant on there. But for now I'm just going to mark it up, put it down with some masking tape, and then from there I'll start the drilling process, which I'll get you guys to understand and show you guys the entire process. that took longer than expected. This side we got everything sorted. Unfortunately this bottom wall I had to do a mold bigger due to this hole was kind of worn out a little bit. That was my own mistake, but I got the other part in here, so in future I'm just going to change all of them to this one, so then all of them are technically the same. Because at the moment these ones take a 8mm head and the other one takes a 10mm head, which I think initially it might be, I think 4mm and 6mm if I'm not mistaken, if you're talking about the threads. At the moment everything is sorted. You can see how nice it looks. I actually love these gold hardware. It does look phenomenal. It's just a pity now for that, but we can still make it look nice in the future. And the spoiler is perfectly aligned right there. You can see it's a whole mess because obviously once you mount down the spoiler, you just need to obviously give the spoiler a nice polish, but the moment you mount down the spoiler, then you have all this excess silicone left and you literally have to wipe them down sticky for sticky with like a new piece of like rag or toilet paper, whatever you would like to use, or like a normal cloth. But you can see how nicely this looks, and you can see there was like a slight gap there, but that is now completely sorted. So I'm quite happy with the outcome. This side of the spoiler on the other hand, you can see here, it is a little bit lighter with the spray. Karani probably didn't do this sticky quite nice there, right there, but it's literally only this section right here. But I'll just eventually just take it back to him to get it sorted, but for now it looks amazing. I kinda checked out here, this knocking sound here. I just noticed the coilover might be a little bit loose on the adjusters, just that tight, so hopefully that solves the issue of this knocking sound this side, because that ice coilover can't be messed up because there's no fluids coming out. Everything is solid, everything is tightened, so that's the only thing it could potentially be why he's actually knocking. Checked I did a bolt check on the entire coilover on that side of the suspension, and everything seems to be perfectly fine. But for now, I'm just going to give the car a slight wipe down at the back and then we are good to go. I unfortunately did not film the process of fitting the lip on Shannon's Civic due to the fact when I was busy prepping my VTEC for the dyno, all my friends gathered and they ended up fitting the lip on Shannon's car. And guys, you guys would not understand what difference a front lip actually makes. To finish off my dad's daily, we ended up doing a 35% tint on the vehicle, and this 35% tint is actually a smash and grab as well, which I'm super glad for the outcome. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to tune in later to see the update on the dyno figures on the B20 VTEC. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.